We're back. April 5th, 2018. It's been a minute. Little over a month. It's all good. I'm gonna talk some boxing tonight. And as usual, we'll have a special guest to join the Trilosophy podcast, sports music film. And tonight, we're going to have Francisco Chia Santana, former WBA International Welterweight Champion, who will be in the main event at the Jose Sulaiman WBC World Invitational Tournament in association with the Real Deal Promotions of legendary Evander Holyfield, facing Olympic gold medalist Felix Diaz. And here he is, Chia Santana. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Oh, just doing this podcast thingy, majigger, Hey, so how was training today, bud?
It's going good, man. Yeah, training's always training, brother. We always keep a routine going, so we always. I'm a gym rat, bro. I'm always in the gym. Love it.
That's good, man. So first off, we just want to give our condolences to Derek Cuevas and his family for the loss of his grandmother, who was unfortunately unable to perform in this tournament, and that's where you were able to become this main event, correct?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's very unfortunate. I mean, obviously, as human beings, we don't wish harm upon anybody, and it's a very sad, tragic. Losing a grandmother, losing a sibling, in general, is a hard thing to do. So, yeah, man, my condolences go out to Cuevas and the Cuevas family, man, and may his grandma rest in peace. She's up there with God, and now she can rest in peace.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So Chia, let's do a quick summary of how this all started for you. How and when did you get into boxing?
I started when I was about 9 years old. My dad made me go to the boxing gym because I used to get picked on all the time. So,
you were bullied.
I was bullied, man, and I used to have some a speech impediment.
Okay.
So I used to stutter a lot, where it was really hard. And throughout the years, speech therapy, and that was for how it helped me get over that. Actually, boxing was what helped me get over my speech impediment. But so I used to do that. I used to stutter and have a nervous twitch. So I used to twitch all the time, and which that caused kids to pick on me, man. They used to decide to pick on me and bully me. So my dad just one day took me to the boxing gym just so that I could start standing up for myself and defending myself. So, of course, like any other kid, I didn't like it at first. I wanted to play soccer, I wanted to play basketball, be out there with the friends, play bikes. But my dad, was very strict with me and always made sure that I follow a strict regimen. Waking up early. I was in third grade, waking up at 6 in the morning before going to school, and he used to make me go run and then come home, shower, then go to school. And then as soon as I would get back out of school, do homework, and then go train. So, but every day, it only took 3 years before I started liking it. After 3 years, I started liking it, man. And then and the rest is history, man. The little by little, the bullying, it became more of a past. And the kids stopped picking at me. So, of course, I started standing up for myself and fighting back. So, after a few suspensions and a few fights, then the bullies stopped messing with me.
Well, they stopped fucking with you, right? Because
yeah.
Because little kids. I don't know. I guess back in our generation, probably still now. Actually, no. Actually, it's really out there now, just because of social media and all that.
It's a lot different.
Yeah. Kids can be really. Kids can be really mean. You know what I mean? They say a lot of things. They don't even know what they're saying or how it affects the other person, and you know what I mean.
Obviously, the bullying. It's a little. Back in our generation, once the bullying was, when we were out of school, we didn't have to worry about the bullying outside of school. You know what I mean, like at home and stuff like that, because social media wasn't around, so it was more of a visual. We had it was like a face-to-face situation. Nowadays, the bullying continues, not just at school, but even after school, social media, on the weekends, you know what I mean? So I think it definitely things has gotten a little out of control, especially now with social media, man. Bullying is definitely taking it sucks. It sucks, you know what I mean? So I wish all the bullies out there will stop and don't realize how they can affect certain kids, so. And for all the little kids out there getting bullied, stand up for yourself, man. That's the only way these little kids will stop.
That's absolutely, man. So all right, so fast forward. Okay, so you ended up winning the WBA International Welterweight Championship belt at one point in your career. So how did it feel when you won that belt?
It was pretty cool, man. It was a good moment. It was one of my highlights of my career. Winning the a well recognizable title belt like that. So definitely, I think at the time I was supposed to be fighting Brandon Bailey. But then he ended up I don't know, I think he got injured or something happened. So then that fight it fell through. So then I ended up fighting that guy Kendall Mina, undefeated at the time. So then we fought, and the WBA was vacant, so we were up for grabs. So yeah, man. That title within itself is pretty cool, because it landed me. I ended up making Sports Center's top 10 place, and I ended up coming in at number 2 in Sports Center, which I was in awe because I didn't believe it.
Look at you.
Yeah, man. I remember being at the Two Man's Casino. That was the last time that was the opening ESPN Friday Night Fights. That was the opening series, which that was the last series of the Friday Night Fights. Not there's no more of that, but yeah, man, it was cool. I remember I was in the buffet and then people coming up and congratulating me. They were like, "Dude, you made Sports Center top 10 plays, dude." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that's cool." I didn't believe it until I drove home, and once I got home, I turned on the TV and. Next thing we're all, man, we'll all watch sports. So I was watching sports, and then all of a sudden I see myself like, oh, number 2. I'm like, oh, smack, dude.
Dude,
cool.
just being on Sports Center is the shit. You know what I mean? So just being on Sports Center is awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh man.
But to be on number 2 in the top 10, oh come on, that's great.
Mhm. So that was cool. And that opened up more doors for me after that.
All right. So let me take you to a slightly darker place. How did you take your first loss? in the pros?
I hated it.
For
I
sure.
don't like to
For
lose.
sure.
Yeah, any fighter, I think any person, especially in this sport. I mean, this sport is the minute you don't mind losing, then that's the minute that you should hang them up. As is my belief. My first loss though was against Kareem Mayfield. We fought in San Jose at the Tank, and it was a good back and forth action. I had him hurt a few times. He got the decision at the end, but yeah, dude, I didn't like it. It was a bad taste in my mouth. Until this day, I hate losing. People that know me out there, they know that I fight my heart out. And when fights get tough, I there's only one way that I know how to fight, and I just let them go. If nothing's working, I figure my mentality is, you know what, just throw. One punch is about to land is better than not throwing anything at all. So.
Absolutely, and I'm sure the fans and spectators appreciate that because boxers put their lives on the line for our entertainment. So so it's also it's the entertainment. Like if you're not making it a boring fight, but you're also not trying to lose. You're trying to put out as much as you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's the thing. I'm not going to take fights if I don't think I have a chance. Or at least I give myself the best opportunity that I can. So I train hard and give myself the best opportunity to go out there and prove something. So, but going back to my first loss, I didn't like it.
Absolutely, man. So, looking at Saddam Ali and Jermell Charlo, who you fought both of them, and them both going on to win world titles at 154 pounds. How does that make you feel? Fighting some of the top ranked guys or within the top 10,
It's cool, man. You look at my record, top to bottom. I thought.
No, absolutely. Those are quality opponents. A lot of people shit on Saddam Ali against Cotto, and then I was like, I don't know. He only lost to Jesse Vargas. That's a quality opponent. You know what I mean? So how are you gonna shit on him too? Right?
No, yeah, dude. And Saddam Ali, that was a good fight. Whatever however the judges scored it, that's one. I'm not a judge. I can't say anything.
Sure.
But in my heart, I know that it was a tough fight, and it was a good fight. I got nothing but love after that fight, and and Saddam Ali's a really cool dude. I still have a lot of respect for him. We still acknowledge each other whenever we see each other. At the end of the day, it's a sport, so we always give each other props and love, But yeah, that fight was a good fight. It was. I think we ended up. I believe we broke the record of since the most viewerships of a non-title fight on HBO since 2012. I think we ended up peaking I think it was 1.1 or 1.2 million views or something like that. So we ended up breaking that record with our fight. So I was like, man, I didn't think that people would actually tune in, but it was a good fight, man.
Absolutely.
And then with Jermell Charlo, that fight, with the Golden Boy called me, I think it was a 2-week notice for that fight. I took it. I was inactive. I didn't have anything going on. I was just inactive, so I took the fight, in 2 weeks, and I think I was at 54. So, which I made 54 easy, So I'm like, all right, So we took it, and it was a good fight too. However the judges scored it, that's the judges. But yeah, it was a good fight. I ended up hitting him a 1 round,